Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Here are the headlines. The National Assembly reviewed the Criminal Judicial Assistance Law Project, which separates criminal matters from the 2007 Judicial Assistance Law to meet international integration. The National Population Data Center reports a rising number of daily feedback submissions on the 2013 Constitution amendments via VNeID. A traditional meeting of the Heroic Cần Thơ Medical Unit with former leaders and health officials from Cần Thơ, Hậu Giang and Sóc Trăng in attendance. Top news today. Continuing its 9th session agenda on May 26 morning, the National Assembly heard the Criminal Judicial Assistance Law Project presented and reviewed. This draft law aims to separate the criminal field from the 2007 law on judicial assistance, addressing the demands of international integration, reform and growing number of cases involving foreign elements. The law is grounded in international treaties and best practices, ensuring consistency with related legislation like the Criminal Procedure Code and the Law on Enforcement of Criminal Judgments. Comprising 4 chapters and 39 articles, the draft specifically outlines the principles, authorities, and procedures for mutual legal assistance in criminal matters between Vietnam and other nations. Notable new provisions include a mechanism for handling the death penalty in mutual assistance requests, detailed regulations on assistance costs, and designating the Supreme People's Procuracy as the central agency for these activities. The Law and Justice Committee largely endorsed the draft, but suggested additions such as conditions for transferring detainees and clarifying interagency coordination to ensure practical consistency and feasibility. Also on May 26, delegates debated the amended law on the state budget. The Cần Thơ City People's Committee has requested the Department of Finance and District Chairman to review and ensure adequate working conditions at agency headquarters after the merger, focusing on necessary upgrades, renovation, and repairs. The chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee has directed district and town authorities to swiftly review, plan, and complete renovations, repairs, or relocation of commune and ward offices impacted by the administrative merger, as outlined in Resolution No. 11, 2025. This work must be finalized by July 1, 2025. Localities facing financial difficulties should report to the Department of Finance for assistance. Of the 32 affected headquarters, 22 will be repaired or upgraded, while 10 will not, including key offices in Ninh Kiều, Cái Khế, Tân An Bình, Bình Thủy, Hưng Phú, Thốt Nốt, Thuận Hưng, Trường Xuân, and Cờ Đỏ districts. The National Population Data Center, Department C06 from the Ministry of Public Security, reports an increase in the daily number of people submitting feedback on the 2013 Constitution amendments via the VNeID applications. As of 9 p.m. on May 24, over 14.7 million people have submitted feedback on the 2013 Constitution. This number is expected to grow. The Ministry of Justice reports that police and local authorities are intensifying efforts to promote and guide users on providing input via the VNeID application, ensuring speed and convenience. Head of the Department of Criminal and Administrative Law, Nguyễn Thị Hạnh, noted that feedback from ministries, sectors, localities, and the public has been focused and responsible, particularly on proposed amendments to Article 9 and 10 concerning the arrangement of social political organizations under the Vietnam Fatherland Front. On May 25th, the Cần Thơ Civilian Medical Liaison Committee held a traditional meeting of the Heroic Cần Thơ Medical Unit. Attendees included former Cần Thơ leaders, wartime medical members, and health department leaders from Cần Thơ, Hậu Giang, and Sóc Trăng. At the meeting, delegates shared poignant memories, expressing gratitude for the profound legacy of earlier medical generations while fueling the passion of today's and tomorrow's healthcare workers. Despite the war's immense sacrifices, medical personnel fearlessly delivered vital care, hope, and life on the front lines. The Cần Thơ Civilian Medical Department stood out, demonstrating courage and responsibility and the profound dedication and compassion of true healers. With an observed increase in hand, foot, and mouth disease, doctors at Cần Thơ Children's Hospital advise parents to be vigilant in caring for and protecting their children's health to prevent the risk of infection. Cần Thơ Children's Hospital reports a concerning rise in hand, foot, and mouth disease. Outpatient cases have increased by 14% since early 2025, with inpatient cases in May alone surging by 72% compared to the same period. Nationally, nearly 15,000 cases were recorded in the first 4 months of 2025, with a sharp increase since March. April's figures matched the combined total of the preceding 2 months. Ho Chi Minh City also saw an uptick in hand-foot-mouth disease from mid-March, reaching nearly 2,000 cases in the first 3 months of 2025. Doctors at Cần Thơ Children's Hospital urge families, especially those with children under 3 and those in kindergarten or nurseries, to be vigilant and proactive in preventing the disease. Children with weaker immunity or no prior exposure are particularly vulnerable. The rainy season often brings a peak in dengue fever cases. From the start of 2025 to May 22nd, Cần Thơ City CDC has recorded 239 dengue cases, a decrease of 22 cases compared to the same period last year. Cần Thơ City has recently recorded 239 dengue fever cases, with 65 in Ninh Kiều and 48 in Bình Thủy, leading the districts. Other affected areas include Phong Điền with 35, Cái Răng with 17, Ô Môn with 19, Thốt Nốt with 18, Thời Lai with 14, Vĩnh Thạnh with 15, and Cờ Đỏ with 8. Dr. Lê Phúc Hiển from CDC Cần Thơ warns that the rainy season, from June to November, is the peak period for dengue, urging heightened vigilance. The health sector advises residents to cover water containers, eliminate mosquito larvae weekly, introduce fish into large water storage, and cooperate with chemical spraying campaigns. Anyone experiencing a fever should seek immediate medical attention and avoid self-treatment to prevent complications and limit disease spread. On May 26, the Bình Thủy District Medical Center partnered with Bình Thủy High School to host a communication session on HIV/AIDS prevention and COVID-19 for students at the school. Approximately 1,010 and 12th grade students from Bình Thủy High School attended a session led by a district health department representative. The session provided fundamental information on HIV/AIDS prevention, equipped students with basic knowledge about adolescent reproductive health, and addressed the psychological and physiological changes teenagers experience. It highlighted the risk associated with early and unsafe sexual activity, including sexually transmitted disease like HIV/AIDS, unwanted pregnancies, and unsafe abortions. This crucial information is vital as students transition into adulthood. The session also covered measures to prevent COVID-19 within the school environment. On the morning of May 26, the Cần Thơ City Public Security launched 14 simultaneous training courses on fire prevention, firefighting, and rescue. The courses are tailored for around 1,200 civil defense team leaders and deputy leaders across the city. The fire prevention and fighting curriculum focuses on both theory and practice. It encompasses legal and foundational knowledge, effective propaganda techniques, strategies for fostering community involvement, and practical fire prevention measures. Students will gain expertise in firefighting tactics and techniques for various situations, learn to develop and execute firefighting plans, and master equipment preservation and usage, along with safety inspection protocols. Beyond this, the training provides essential knowledge in search and rescue. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.